We never intended to come here. We were simply passing through this solar system. During our journey, we happened to pick up a distress signal. Our standard procedure in such cases is to investigate, offer assistance if possible, and then continue on our way. However, everything changed as soon as we dropped out of hyperspace into this system. Before us lay a vibrant blue planet, the third one from a yellow star. It was teeming with life. Our long-range scanners detected an atmosphere rich in oxygen and nitrogen, signs of liquid water, and something else. Strange energy patterns unlike anything we had ever encountered. Initially, we assumed these patterns were caused by a natural phenomenon, perhaps a unique form of weather or geological activity. But as we got closer, we realized the energy patterns were emanating from the planet's surface. They were organized, structured, and artificial. Intrigued, we began monitoring the planet's communications, trying to decipher the energy patterns. The language was entirely alien to us, making progress slow, but we gradually started to piece together snippets of information. It became evident that this was a technologically advanced civilization. However, their technology was so different from ours that it was almost incomprehensible. We were fascinated. This planet was a treasure trove of knowledge, offering us a chance to learn from a completely different civilization. We knew that landing and introducing ourselves would be too dangerous for both us and the inhabitants, so we decided to remain in orbit, observing and learning. From our vantage point, we watched them build towering cities, launch rockets into space, and begin to explore their own solar system. Their technological progress was astonishing, and we marveled at their ingenuity. However, our observations also revealed troubling signs: conflicts, wars, and environmental degradation. We feared they might be on a path to self-destruction, but we could not interfere. Our prime directive was clear: observe but do not interfere. We were scientists, not saviors. Our mission was to learn, not to alter the course of their history. As we continued our observations, we identified the dominant species on the planet, humans. These bipedal primates displayed remarkable intelligence and adaptability. They were responsible for the cities, rockets, and wars. They were the source of both the brilliance and the destruction we observed. We delved deeper into studying their history, culture, and biology. We learned about their social structures, political systems, and religions. Their diversity, creativity, and resilience captivated us, yet their violence, greed, and short-sightedness disturbed us. Through our extensive study, we began to form a theory about humans. We believed that they were, in their adolescence as a species, humanity was still struggling to find its place in the universe. Much like teenagers, they were full of energy and potential but also prone to recklessness and self-destructive behavior. We hoped that eventually, they would grow out of this phase, learn from their mistakes, and become a responsible member of the galactic community. However, we knew this would not be easy. They faced numerous challenges, both internal and external. They needed to overcome their own destructive tendencies and navigate threats from other civilizations. We decided to continue observing them, hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. We knew we couldn't stay in their solar system indefinitely, but we aimed to understand humans as thoroughly as possible before departing. Our goal was to be ready for any future encounters, whether they were peaceful or hostile. Thus, we remained in orbit around the blue planet, observing, learning, and waiting. We were the silent witnesses to the rise of humanity, chronicling their triumphs and tragedies, and guarding the secrets of their destiny. Years turned into decades, and decades into centuries. Our technology advanced, and our understanding deepened. We learned to translate their languages, decipher their codes, and even predict their behavior with remarkable accuracy. We observed them through world wars, technological revolutions, and social upheavals. We saw them aspire to reach the stars, only to fall back to Earth in disappointment. We witnessed their moments of sublime beauty and their acts of unspeakable cruelty. Then came the day that changed everything. During a routine observation shift, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. We were monitoring their radio frequencies, scanning their cities, and tracking their satellites. Suddenly, our sensors detected a massive energy surge from one of their continents. It was unlike anything we had ever seen before. A chaotic burst of electromagnetic radiation followed by a series of smaller spikes. We focused our telescopes on the source of the surge, and what we saw took our breath away. Dozens of large, winged objects were flying high in the atmosphere. These aircraft were unlike any we had seen humans use before. They were larger, faster, and more maneuverable. From their bellies, they dropped smaller objects that unfolded into large, colorful shapes floating gently toward the ground. Initially, we were baffled. What were these objects? Were they weapons? As we continued to watch, the truth became clear. These were not weapons. They were people. The smaller objects were parachutes, and the people were jumping out of the flying objects. Hundreds of them were descending toward the ground at a terrifying speed. We couldn't believe our eyes. Humans were flying, not in their usual clumsy machines, but with their own bodies, like birds. It seemed impossible and absurd, yet it was happening right before us. We watched in stunned silence as the parachutes deployed, slowing the humans' descent. They floated down gracefully, landed, quickly detached themselves from the parachutes, and moved toward a designated point. It was a coordinated operation, a military maneuver. We scrambled to make sense of it. Why were humans jumping out of flying objects? Were they attempting to invade another country? Or were they fleeing a disaster? What kind of technology allowed them to fly like this? We analyzed the data and cross-referenced it with everything we knew. Drawing from our knowledge of human history and behavior, we developed a theory that the event we witnessed was a paratrooper operation, a military tactic used to deploy soldiers behind enemy lines. The flying objects were transport planes, and the figures descending were soldiers. Initially, it seemed irrational for humans to employ such a hazardous tactic, almost suicidal. However, this prompted us to reconsider our theory about humans being in their adolescence as a species. Their willingness to risk their lives for a cause they believed in appeared to be another facet of their youthful impulsiveness. As we observed, the paratroopers assembled on the ground, forming ranks and advancing towards their objective. They were highly disciplined, efficient, and deadly, a well-oiled machine. Our initial assessment of humans as merely primates with tools was gravely underestimated. They demonstrated incredible bravery, ingenuity, and adaptability. We realized that our theory was incomplete. Humans were not just adolescents. They were also warriors, evolved to fight, compete, and conquer. They had a primal instinct for survival and a drive to overcome any obstacle or enemy. This revelation filled us with both awe and fear. We had glimpsed the true nature of humanity, and it was both terrifying and exhilarating. We understood that humans were a formidable force, capable of shaping the destiny of the galaxy. As the paratrooper operation continued, we marveled at their precision and courage. We watched them overcome obstacles, outmaneuver opponents, achieve their objectives, celebrate victories, mourn losses, and prepare for their next battle. We recognized that our mission needed to change. We had to learn more about humans, their warfare, technology, and motivations. Understanding what drove them to fight and made them so resilient was crucial. We knew this would be a long and challenging task, but we were determined to succeed. We had a responsibility to our species, the galactic community, and the future of the universe. Understanding humans was key to everything. The paratrooper incident marked a turning point in our mission. We shifted our focus from mere observation to active investigation. We needed to get closer to humans to comprehend their strategies and technology. Our scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to develop new tools and techniques for gathering information. We improved our surveillance systems, upgraded our decryption algorithms, and experimented with remote sensing technologies to analyze human emotions and intentions. We discovered that humans were not a monolithic entity but a collection of diverse cultures, ideologies, and beliefs. Some were peaceful, others aggressive. Some sought cooperation, others domination. This complexity presented a dynamic and ever-changing landscape, a puzzle we were determined to solve. However, as we delved deeper into the human world, we encountered unexpected challenges. Despite being primitive compared to ours, their technology was evolving rapidly, making it harder for us to remain undetected. Their security systems grew more sophisticated, their communication networks more encrypted, and their weapons more powerful. We had to balance our thirst for knowledge with the need for self-preservation, knowing that discovery could be disastrous. Humans, with their paranoia and xenophobia, might perceive us as a threat, an alien invasion force. Despite the risks, the potential rewards drove us forward. We began to notice patterns in human behavior, correlations between their actions and certain astronomical events. It appeared their wars, migrations, and technological leaps were linked to the movements of celestial bodies. Initially dismissed as coincidence, these correlations became too strong to ignore. We suspected humans were not just influenced by the stars, but were somehow connected to them, part of a larger cosmic design. This radical idea challenged our understanding of evolution, consciousness, and reality itself. Delving into ancient human myths and legends, we found stories of star gods and celestial beings guiding humanity, prophecies of an age of enlightenment where humans would transcend their limitations and become one with the cosmos. We realized we were not just observing humans but witnessing a cosmic drama, a story written in the stars long before our arrival. We understood we were part of this story. We were not just studying humans. We were studying ourselves. We were the star gods, the celestial beings who had once guided humanity towards their destiny. Our hypothesis suggested humans were descendants of an ancient interstellar civilization that had seeded life throughout the galaxy. We combed through millennia of data, searching for evidence to support or refute our theory. We found tantalizing clues in their genetic makeup, anomalies that didn't fit with the evolutionary patterns of other Earth life forms. We found echoes of our technology in their ancient artifacts, symbols, and structures that resembled our own. This new understanding of humanity and their place in the cosmos reshaped our mission. The task ahead was daunting, but we were driven by the knowledge that understanding humans was crucial for the future of the galaxy. Charts and navigation systems gradually came together, revealing a picture both awe-inspiring and terrifying. If humans were indeed the descendants of our ancestors, they carried within them the potential for both greatness and destruction. They were a reflection of our own past, embodying both triumphs and failures. This realization imbued our mission with new urgency. We needed to guide humanity, help them fulfill their potential, and prevent them from repeating our mistakes. But how could we, as silent observers, intervene in the affairs of a species unaware of our existence? We decided to take a calculated risk by sending a small team to Earth disguised as humans. Their mission was to infiltrate human society, gather information, and subtly influence their development. This was a dangerous gamble, but the stakes were too high to ignore. Our carefully selected and trained agents were equipped with advanced holographic disguise technology, allowing them to blend seamlessly into human society. They assumed false identities, complete with fabricated backstories, and were implanted with knowledge of human customs and languages. Our agents infiltrated key institutions, including government agencies, scientific organizations, and religious groups. They took on roles as advisors, consultants, researchers, and even spiritual leaders, subtly nudging humanity towards a path of peace, cooperation, and technological advancement. However, as our agents carried out their mission, we made a shocking discovery. Humans were not alone. Other alien species were operating on Earth, some with benevolent intentions and others with sinister motives. It was a hidden war, a shadow conflict playing out beneath the surface of human society. Our agents found themselves caught in the crossfire, pawns in a cosmic game of chess. They had to navigate a treacherous landscape of intrigue, deception, and betrayal, all while trying to fulfill their mission of guiding humanity towards a brighter future. The plot twist was that we, the seemingly benevolent observers, were not the only ones watching humanity. We were just one player in a much larger game. A game with stakes that extended far beyond our solar system and could determine the fate of the entire galaxy. Our agents, caught in the crosshairs of this interstellar conflict, were forced to adapt. They could no longer simply guide humanity. They had to protect it. They forged alliances with benevolent alien factions, sharing information and resources to form a united front against forces that sought to exploit or destroy humanity. Back at our home base, we scrambled to make sense of this new reality. We were no longer just observers. We were participants in a galactic power struggle. Our decision to intervene in human affairs had triggered a chain of events we could not have foreseen. We doubled down on our commitment to humanity, sending more agents to Earth equipped with advanced weaponry and defensive technology. They joined forces with our existing agents, forming a covert network of resistance fighters battling sinister aliens in the shadows. The war for Earth raged on, unseen by the unsuspecting human population. Our agents fought bravely, using their superior technology and tactical skills to outmaneuver their enemies. They sabotaged alien operations, disrupted communication networks, and even assassinated key figures in their leadership. Despite suffering heavy losses, our agents refused to give up, knowing the fate of humanity and possibly the entire galaxy rested on their shoulders. In a desperate gamble, we decided to reveal ourselves to human leaders. We contacted the President of the United States, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and other world leaders, sharing the truth about our existence and the hidden war being fought on their planet. Initially skeptical, the leaders began to believe us as we provided irrefutable evidence, footage of alien spacecraft, recordings of intercepted communications, and captured alien technology. With the support of human governments, we mobilized a global resistance movement. Humans and aliens fought side by side, united against a common enemy. The conflict was long and bloody, but in the end, we emerged victorious. The sinister aliens were defeated, their forces scattered, and their plans for galactic domination thwarted. Earth was saved, humanity was secure, and our mission was complete. Yet, as we looked out at the stars, we knew our work was far from over. The galaxy was vast and dangerous, filled with unknown threats and hidden dangers. We had learned a valuable lesson. We were not alone in the universe, and we could not afford to be complacent. We vowed to continue our watch over humanity, protecting them from future threats. We also pledged to explore the galaxy, seeking out other intelligent life forms and forging alliances with those who shared our values of peace, cooperation, and mutual respect.